All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Mind Body Blend HIIT. We are in the month of March 2023, and we are inserting high intensity interval training and interval training in all of our classes across the board this month. So we'll be doing that in our class today with some exercises that are bar related and traditional strength training related, Pilates as well. But we're starting with a fitness assessment. So I'll just quickly demonstrate this, and if you've got something to write with, then you'll be able to give yourself the instructions. Now, what's most important for you guys to remember is our assessments are kind of subjective, and it's important that when we repeat these later on, that you're doing it the exact same way so that you're comparing your results. So when you give yourself this assessment, be real careful that you perform it as exact as possible, but for your body, and that you record if you made any adjustments. If you did anything different from what I'm giving you today, I want you to record that so you can compare apples to apples at the end of the summer. So our assessment for today is called the wall sit. So what you want to have is a space on a wall. Let's see. All right. Space on a wall. And if you feel like you're on a surface where your feet might be sliding out from underneath you, it might be a good idea to have shoes on for this, because I want you to feel like you're really grounded into the floor. Also, you're going to want to make your knees to be at a 90-degree bend when you come down into this wall sit, and your feet about hips distance apart. So what you want to do is lean back against the wall, or maybe a stability ball. You can roll yourself down as well. And then you'll want to step your feet way out in front of you. As you start to slide yourself down the wall, you want to have your feet and your knees in alignment. So try not to have your feet further back toward the wall or way out in front of you. So they're directly in a 90-degree position, 90-degree bend at the knees. You'll come down into that wall sit. If you can, press the back of your head to the wall, your shoulders as well. Engage your abdominals, and then you'll be breathing. So when you get in position, that's when you're going to start your timer and your clock. So what I want you to do is be able to stay here as long as you can with good form without making any adjustments, as still as you can. And then you're going to do your very best. When you feel like that's enough, then help yourself up. You might want to have a chair next to you or something to pull yourself up, because you're going to be really fatigued to come up out of that wall sit position by the time you're finished, and then stop the timer. All right, so that's our assessment. What I would like for you to do, if you would like to share that information with me once you have your assessment done, send me a text, an email, let me know what your numbers were, and then I can give you some feedback on that personally and let you know how you did. If you don't want to share it, that's okay. You're going to keep your notes, and then a few months down the road, we're going to repeat that wall sit after we've been really challenging our legs to see how that wall sit improves. So this is going to test the endurance isometrically of our quadriceps and our glutes, mostly a little bit of the stabilization of the core. All right, be sure to let me know if you have any questions on that first assessment. We are going to come into our warm-up this morning. So now that you've got that assessment, put it off aside. You can write some notes down. You can go back and re-listen to this video if you're not sure if you wrote everything correctly. Let's come into our Tai Chi warm-up. So I'd like to mix up our forms a little bit. We've learned the Tai Chi 8 form. We've learned it in its proper order. And now we're going to start to use our mind a little bit by mixing it up somewhat. So I'd like for you just to stand and separate your feet a little wider than hips distance. We're just going to inhale those arms up and exhale down, and then step your feet back in. And then I want to do that to the other side. So we'll step out to the left, inhale, exhale, step back in. So one thing with our Tai Chi form is it always starts by stepping out with the right foot. But I'm one of those people that likes to be symmetrical. So I want to start stepping out with the left foot as well in our opening. We're moving slowly, mindfully, starting to focus on the breath, bringing our awareness internally to our physical body. And now we'll step out to that right side. Inhale, open up. Exhale down and step to the right into right ball. Step back out. Step the right foot in. Step out left, breathe up. Exhale, step to the left, come into left ball. So a little bit different sequencing that we've done. Step out. Now we'll inhale right here. And then step into right ball. Step out, breathe in. Step into left ball. So with just the feet, we're stepping to the side. We're tapping the opposite toe in. And the foot that we're tapping, that hand is on the bottom. And we step out, breathe in. Step into left ball. We'll do this twice more on each side. And make this your own. You can make these movements a little bit bigger. You can make your ball a larger size. One more each side. Bringing in awareness to our balance, our control, our concentration. Now from left ball, let's go roll the ball to the right. So step out and roll. And to the left. We try to pick up the toes and lead with the heel. The step side isn't really big. Moving laterally. Next time you come over to that left ball position, we'll hold. And step back to center. Inhale. Exhale, step into right ball. Roll the ball twice. Step out left. Inhale. Our opening pose or opening form. Step into left ball. And roll the ball twice. Step out to the right. Inhale. Step into right ball. Roll the ball twice. Step out left. Inhale. Exhale, stepping into left ball. Roll the ball twice. Now cloud hands. We'll move 3 times to that right side. Start to prep a little bit. Take 3 steps. 1, 2. Hold on 3. Prep. 3 steps to the left. Hold. Step out. Inhale. Exhale, step into right ball. Roll the ball twice. Three steps to the left, cloud hands, prep. 1. Maybe take your gaze with you and twist a little bit more. 2. Hold on 3 to pause, prep. 3 steps to the right. Hold into right ball. Step out to the left, inhale. Exhale, lower down, step into left ball. It's our last time. Roll the ball twice. Cloud hands, 3 steps to the right. Prep. Wave those hands in front of the body. Hold on 3, prep. Step to the left, 3. And 2. Hold into left ball. Step out to the right, hands to the shoulders for our closing. Brush away. And step the left foot in, which is usually the opposite of the way we begin our form. Come to Pilates first position, toes turned out. Stand really tall, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, side stretch over to the right, really open up through the waist. And inhale, and exhale. Last one. Inhale up, hold. And exhale, lowering down. Bring the arms forward. Step out into second position, plie. Open the arms. Close back into first. Step out to the left, second position, plie. And close. So one way that we can increase intensity is to increase speed. Another way we can increase intensity is increase range of motion. So let's do 3 more each side with a slow speed and a shallow range of motion. If your arms get bothersome being up, you can keep them low. One more each side. Now a high intensity interval training. So you're increasing speed and range of motion, whatever you'd like to go. So we step out and close. Now when you increase speed, I want to make sure you're not losing form. So we never sacrifice that form. If you can go down deeper into your plie or step wider, that's going to increase your range of motion. You can increase range of motion by lifting the arms up. So you decide, and it's very subjective, how much you would like to increase your intensity here. Toes stay turned out when we step back into first. Toes are out when we step into second. And keep going. So we're really going to start to elevate the heart rate here. Get the muscles engaging. We started slowly so we can focus on that good form. Just a few more. With interval training, there's no set length of time to work our intervals. We challenge ourselves wherever we can by spiking that heart rate up a little bit. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Active recovery. Go slow. And notice your body. What has happened to your systems? Feeling warmer in the skin. It's called the integumentary system. Heart rate elevating our cardiovascular system. Respiratory system, is the heart rate elevated and the breath rate a little slower now? Maybe no arms. Maybe less range of motion. One more each side. And relax. Moving into heavier weight, we'll add some resistance. So I'm grabbing my 8-pounders. Now, when we work intensity with weight, we're not necessarily looking at really going fast, unless we can do that with a controlled manner. So stand in a split stance position, right foot in front. Bring the palms either to face the ceiling or close to each other. And we'll bring the right arm up to curl, and then the left arm up to curl. So with weight training, again, we can increase our speed a little bit. We can also decrease our speed and sometimes feel like it's more intense. We can change our workload. We can shorten or lengthen our lever to make the intensity higher. We can add the lower body. Now, just for a few reps, I want you to decide how to increase your intensity here. So I'm going to slightly speed up, but I still have really good form, really good range of motion. You can also increase intensity by adding some squats, using your lower body. You decide here. I'm really feeling an increase in my body temperature. Just 10 seconds with this increase in intensity. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go slow, come back to your split stance. Noticing the difference between your speed choices and that interval. Keep moving slow. Pick up the left knee. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Resting those arms a little bit from the curls, we'll move into a compound muscle action. Soften your knees, reach those hands down toward the knees, pull back, squeeze your shoulder blades, and then release. Pull back, squeeze, release. We're moving slow to set up good form. Now, one way we can increase intensity is to have more time under tension of the muscle. So when our hands are all the way down, there's really no work here. So it's almost a rest phase. So if we can take out that rest phase slightly, we can increase our intensity. So I want you to come up and about 3/4 down, and don't completely straighten your arms. Come up, 3/4 down. Pull your abs in nice and tight. And then if you feel comfortable, pick up the pace a little bit, keeping your good form. We've got an interval here of higher intensity. Maintaining that strength and stability in your lower body. Good job, 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, rise up. Coming back to our first exercise, this time weighted. Come to Pilates first position. We'll step out to second plie, close to first. Out and close. So remember, lower intensity, speed is lower, and maybe range of motion. So as you start this, you can do a mini bend of your knees. So if you feel comfortable with pressing a weight up, as you step in, you can elevate that weight any amount. Doesn't have to be all the way to straight, depends on your shoulders. Okay, we're going to create a high intensity interval. So we're either moving speed, range of motion. Be careful of the shoulders when you're going faster, but you can add that in. Good job, everybody. Make this yours. You can set the weight down if you need to do it with no weight. Feel the changes in the system of your body. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close in, relax down. Left foot split stance. Ball of the foot of the right is behind. Back to our slow bicep curls. Wow, that really spiked my heart rate up. I hope you're feeling that. So remember, we started slow. I'm doing a rotating curl. You can also do a hammer curl where your palms are facing in, or you can do a reverse curl with your palms down. These are challenging with heavy weight. So play with this second set a little bit. Make it slightly different from set 1. You can try one of each. Mix and match. Now remember, last time we created an interval by slightly speeding up. So when you're ready, prepare and begin. Make sure you don't sacrifice form. You can also shorten the curl at the bottom so you have no complete rest phase. So you've got muscular tension at all times. You can add a squat, which we gave as an option in our last set. Really working that intensity. Listening to your body, knowing what's good for you today in this moment. Nice job, we're almost there. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Nice job. Hinge forward again into your bent over row position. We'll pull back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Lower down, we'll start slow. Now this exercise does involve our biceps a little bit. So it's kind of a little bit of a superset for the biceps, but I want you to focus more on your upper back, the backs of the shoulders by retracting those shoulder blades back. Now let's shorten our range of motion so we're not coming all the way down. Keep that time under tension. Zip up your core. Nice neutral spine. And then if you can pick up your speed, let's go. Always in control, so that's number 1. Form, alignment, and control. Then you can add your speed. You can also turn your palms to face forward. Change this up a little bit. You can turn them to face behind you and open out your elbows a little more to the side. Good job. So maybe changing it up, adding some variation. It all works those muscles a little bit differently. Good, 10 seconds. Activate the abs, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. Okay, last set, first position to second position plie. Now, if you're really getting tired in your upper body, you can go down in weight or get rid of your weights altogether. Otherwise, we're bringing them here to add a little bit more body weight. So we'll step out into second position, plie, close to first. So the first time we did this, we didn't have any weight at all. We did some ballet arms, opening and closing. Now we've got the resistance. You can also add your overhead press, any height. Even a little bit of a raise of the arm is going to fire that muscle. You don't have to go all the way up. Okay, remember, we can change speed. We can change range of motion. Get ready. And high intensity, go. This is all up to you. Wherever you want to take this, you're going to push that bar for yourself. Nice job, everybody. Feel that intensity. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Set your weights down. Give yourself a break, maybe a drink. Shake everything out. Monitor your intensity level. You can do a heart rate check, check your Fitbit, or just a rating of perceived exertion. It's really interesting because looking at my Fitbit, I'm at 91, which seems kind of low, but my rating of perceived exertion is a lot higher than that. I think that happens sometimes with muscular work. The heart rate doesn't necessarily drive up as high as cardio, but you feel that work in your body. Shake out those arms. Let's come to first position. Inhale. Take your side stretch over. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath in. Reach down, open out into chest expansion. So we're just loosening up those muscles that we worked a little bit, re-elongating. Oh, are you talking to me, you guys? I hear you. I hear you, and you know what you're saying. Lisa, you didn't balance on the other leg, right? Pick up your weights again. Yes, nobody texted me, but I could hear your mental, sending me a mental message. So we were in left split stance. Let's pick up that knee, hold your balance, and let's do a few more curls, balancing. We have to balance our balance, right? Balance it on one side and balance it on the other. I know why I left this one out. It's my hard side to balance. It was my internal self saying, nah, I don't want to go there today. Sometimes we must do what is harder for us, right? Let's do 10 more seconds. Ooh. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That wasn't pretty, but I got it done. Okay, now weights are down. We're going to move up into another interval training. No weights for now because I want you to decide if this is something you'd like to add weights to. So standing tall, we'll step the right foot back, tap your toe, and then lift your right arm forward. So when we walk, when our right leg is forward, our left hand is, right? So I want you to be opposite foot in front from the hand that's in front, but we're not going to be walking. We're going to be stepping back. So then step that right foot in, tap your left foot back, bring your left hand forward. So you're opposite from your front leg. You're the same as your back leg. That makes sense. So again, speed and range of motion. can change up the intensity of this exercise. So we're starting slow. We're starting with a small range of motion, just tapping that foot back. So a couple of ways then we can increase our intensity would be to increase speed, but keep our range of motion just like it is. Or we can just increase range of motion, which would be coming down into a lunge, and then not increasing our speed. Or we can slightly do both. So let's get ready for your interval. If you want to pick up weights, they're going to be light in nature. So I'm just going to grab 3s. So we can add resistance to increase our intensity as well. So if you grabbed weights, let's go ahead and start again slow. So when the right foot goes back, the right arm goes forward. Left foot goes back, the left foot goes forward. Okay, get ready for your intensity interval. Take a breath to prepare. And begin. So when you're adding those weights, we don't want to swing them. And sometimes when we increase speed, that's what happens. We start to get momentum and a pendulum action. So stop your hand right at the bottom. Stop it at the top. Try not to make it a swing. So you can go faster as long as you have that control of the weights. We can take it lower into the legs. Notice what's changing in your body through this high intensity interval. Keep breathing. We're almost to the finish. 10 seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Nice job. Shake out those legs a little bit. Stand in third position. Right heel toward the left instep. Pick up your knee. It's turned out. Extend the leg into développé and step back into third. Knee extend and down. Now, if you need a chair or a wall for balance as you do this, feel free to add that. Make sure when you extend your leg, you're not bending over. And if your hamstring's tight, that might happen, so you can keep your leg low. All right, let's do 4 more with no weights yet. And 3, 2, and 1. Now plie that right foot out to second, arms up, close to third, up, close to third. You can also do your upright row. For those of you that have those shoulder issues and this is painful, add that upright row in. Going at a pace that works good for you. 2 more. Now, adding all these exercises together. Développé, back to third, plie second, close to third. Développé, close to third, plie second, close to third. Okay, we're going to do this with high intensity. So again, you can increase range of motion, speed, anything that you'd like to do to make this more intense for you. It doesn't have to be a lot. Just a small bit of intensity is going to help you to increase your strength. Start with a long spine and begin. Extend, out. Extend, out. Good job. Now on the développé, you can add a front arm shoulder raise and out. A little bit more intensity there. You can also add a bicep curl on the développé. Or no arms at all. And just speed up those legs. You can take that range of motion down lower in your plie. 10 seconds. Remember to close to third. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest. Second or third position on the other side. So your left heel intersects the instep. Squeeze your inner thighs together. So each time you come back to here, I want you to feel everything engaged, not relaxed. We'll do our développé slow. Knee extend and down. So when we start to speed this up, sometimes what happens is we kick and then we don't rebend the knee, so it kind of looks like that. So I want you to make sure you rebend because we're connecting with our quadricep and our hamstring. 4 more without weights. Squeeze inner thighs in third, tighten everything. 2, 1. Okay, we'll step out to second plie with the shoulder raise, close to third. So the difference of closing to third is when we close to first, we're stopping at the midline. When we close to third, we're bringing this leg across the midline of our body a little bit, activating more of the inner thigh, and we're increasing our range of motion just slightly. Make sure you're being mindful of your shoulders. You have that upright row as an option, or no arms at all. 1 more. Now let's put it all together. Développé, bend, extend, close to third, second position plie, close to third. Good job. Make sure you have the sequence really in your mind before you increase intensity. Okay, let's get ready for your high intensity. Good long spine. Inhale. Exhale and go. Développé. So we can increase speed, range of motion down into that second position plie. We can add an arm exercise on the développé. Shoulder raise, bicep curl. And we've got to use our brain. That's why this class is called Mind-Body Blend. We've got the mind, the body, the 3 B's working. The brain, the body, and the breath. So there's no exact way to do this. This is your interval. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close third and relax. Okay, keep your weights either light or moderate, and let's bring our mat out for Pilates. Check in on that heart rate, grab a drink if you need before we go down to the mat. So again, your intervals today are based on where your body is in this moment. It can be slightly harder than what you were doing at our stable pace, or a lot harder. Okay, so I've got light hand weights ready. Come on down. Seated position to start. Nice long spine. So your feet can be flexed, they can be pointed, your knees about 90 degrees, your body can be straight upright, or you can lean back any amount to engage your core. So one of the most infamous exercises in Pilates is the 100. So we are going to reach the arms out, and we are going to start to bring our hands down and up from the shoulders, and you'll inhale 4, 3, 2, exhale 4, 3, 2. So we're going to start with low intensity here. So you can be all the way up for low intensity. We're moving slowly with those arms, and we have no weights. Inhale for 4 counts of the arms. Exhale for 4 counts of the arms. Now you can even bend your elbows a little bit here if the shoulders are bothering you with the arms fully extended out. The arms are just a timing action and they move, which is creating a little bit more of our abs to have to stabilize against this movement. So let's take one more breath. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. And sit up. So how do we increase intensity? A lot of different ways. We can lean back more. We can go forward and back. We can bring our arms to go a little faster. So I want you to try this. Inhale 4. Exhale, sit up 4. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. You can also add light hand weights. Inhale 4. Exhale 4. So have you figured out a way you would like to increase this intensity? Okay, so let's get ready. With or without weights, with or without coming forward and back, and whatever speed you want to go. Ready and begin. You can also add one leg up. Weights get too heavy, set them down, keep going. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. Extend your legs. Inhale, exhale, and fold. Just a couple of breaths here. Now take your time to roll yourself down on your back. And if it's not okay for you to do that from a straight leg position, you can roll over on your side and then come onto your back. You can also hold behind your thighs and guide yourself down. So try to go as slowly as you can. Come all the way down. This is the Pilates single leg stretch. So we'll bring our right knee into our chest. Set it down. Bring our left knee into our chest. So this would be our most basic form, low intensity. So to increase intensity, instead of one foot being down on the floor at all times, we'll go ahead and bring both legs up like we're in tabletop. When the right knee is into the chest, the left leg extends, and then we switch. So we're going to add all these options very slowly so you can decide which one is best for you. Next intensity option, the head and the shoulders are up off the floor. And they can stay up the entire time. So we're really scooping the abs. If you can't keep your head up the entire time, have your head raised for one of these on each side, and then you set your head down for one on each side. So those are some ways we can increase intensity. We can also increase speed. So get ready for a high intensity interval, doing this the way that it's best for you. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Most important thing is keeping that lower back planted into the mat, keeping your core really braced. You can slightly rotate. toward that knee, adding a little bit of a twist. Remember to set your head down if you need to and you're feeling that neck pain. You can also support the head here. Make it more like a bicycle. 10 seconds if you can stay with me. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees into the chest. Lay the head back down and relax. That's the single leg stretch. Now we have the double leg stretch. So the feet can be on the floor. We're going to bring our hands like we're holding on to a hat. Our hands are right next to our ears. We are going to take our hat off, reaching our arms up, circle your arms around toward your thighs, and then grab your hat again. So we lift it off our head, circle it around, and then grab our hat. So this will be our most basic double leg stretch. It's just doing this arm. Next option, your knees are up in table. Take your hat, take it off, circle your arms around. Keeping that low back planted. So you're going to inhale when you take your hat off, and then exhale as you're circling your arms around. Next option, take your hat off. As you circle your arms around, do a sit-up. Lay back, take your hat off, circle and do a sit-up. Now, what to do with the legs. So our next level, when you take your hat off, extend one leg out, circle and bring that knee in. Then take your hat out, extend the opposite leg, circle and come in. Then your very last option, which is the full double leg stretch exercise, is to take your hat off, extending both legs at any angle. They can be up high, in the middle, or down low. Then circle, do your sit-up, and bring your hands in. So decide where you want to go for your interval. Get ready. Feet can be down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Double leg stretch. Circle. The head can stay up the entire time, or you can bring it down. Remember, one leg at a time works out really nicely. Both knees in table the whole time works great. Once you have the one you like, can you pick up the pace a little bit? Good job, everybody. We're almost there. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees stay into your chest. Lay your head down and relax. Take that right leg straight up. For a hamstring stretch, we'll flex and point. Flex and point. Your bottom leg can be extended all the way out to straight if that feels okay on your low back, or you can keep that bend in your knee. Sometimes that feels a little bit comfortable for my folks with lumbar spine issues. Now notice when you do a flex, dorsiflexion, this muscle right here in the shin fires. You might even be able to look at your leg and see that muscle activate. So we are going to do a high intensity interval of this flex and point. You can hold behind your leg if you need a little bit of assistance. So you're going to go a full range of motion, flexing and pointing, as fast as you can comfortably go with control. Get ready. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and go. Flex point, flex point, flex point, flex point. And I'm feeling it already. This is really intense in that muscle. Keep it coming, keep it coming. My goal is 30 seconds. You're halfway. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm wincing. 3, 2, 1. Now flex that foot, hold it flexed, bring that ankle across the opposite thigh, pull your knees up into your chest for figure 4. Holy moly, did you guys feel that in the shin? We definitely did. So I want to stretch out that shin just a little bit. So go ahead and set your left foot back down on the floor. Can you reach the top of your right foot and push it down into a toe point? So we want to just hold that plantar flexion. If you need to sit up to reach it, feel free to do that, or to roll over onto your side, whatever you need. I'm just having you push down over the tops of the toes to stretch that tibialis anterior. And then the good news, bad news. Good news is we already got one side done. The bad news is we've got one side to go. All right, so let's go slowly. Bring our left leg up and we'll flex and point. Now remember, your bottom leg can be straightened. You can keep it bent. You can hold behind your thigh. And we kind of lose this range of motion in our ankle over time. So this really helps us to stretch the Achilles tendon into that dorsiflexion and to stretch the tibialis and plantar flexion. Okay, so we have 30 seconds, so relax for just a second, get ready. One more breath. Exhale and go. Flex point, flex point. So try not to go so fast that you lose full range of motion. So it's a quicker speed, but I still want you to get a complete flexion and a complete extension. When this muscle group starts to really fatigue, you're going to feel a little less coordinated. You're going to feel like you're losing that ability to flex and point. Almost there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh my goodness. Flex that foot. Hold it. Bring the ankle across. Pull the knees up. Figure 4 stretch. Woo. You can even give your little tibialis a massage right there while you're in that stretch. Kind of work out that lactic acid. That's usually what causes that burning feeling in the muscle. And then we're going to stretch this. So you can actually leave your feet in figure 4. Just grab the top of your foot and push it down, or you can bring that foot back down and just hold it right in here. Get a good stretch for the top of the arch, all across the top of the ankle and through that tibialis. One more breath. And then release that. Bring yourself up to a seated position for a wide leg stretch, seated. So you can roll yourself over. And come on up to a nice straddle. So what I want you to do is take the weight that you have there with you and bring one on the outside of your leg, the other one on the outside of the other leg. If this isn't a comfortable way to sit, then you could sit crisscross applesauce, bring your legs in front of you. But we're going to do a pickup exercise. So I want you to pick up your weight of any size with this right hand. You'll pass it to your left, set it down, pick up the other one, and set it down. If you want 2 sizes, you can do that as well. So you have differing workloads as you do this exercise. So we're going to sit up tall, nice long spine, abs engaged, ready and begin. Pick up a weight, pass it, release it down. So what I want you to do is start to turn your body more. Turn your body. Twist. If you have enough range of motion, you can actually use the opposite hand to pick up the weight. Use the opposite hand to pick up the weight. This is our last exercise, everybody. Last high intensity. Do what you can. Ten seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit up tall, reach your fingertips in front of you, slide forward into that wide leg stretch. Let your hamstrings release your lower back. Let your breathing restore. Slow inhales, slow exhales. Maybe take it a little bit deeper. 10 more seconds. And 5, 3, 2, and 1. Walk yourself in. Take a nice stretch. Breathe up. Side stretch over to that right side. Keep your left sitting bone planted. And come up and to the left. Bring it up. Last breath together. And exhale down. Nicely done, everyone. If you can stay on for a moment, I'd love to hear any questions that you have in regards to our wall sit setup, anything like that, so I can clarify and to see how you did with your intervals today. If you can't stay on with me, then I will see you next time. Have a super day, and I'll get our recording off. Good job, everybody.